You showed up every single day. While others slept in, you were already moving. While they made excuses, you were already sweating. You were consistent. You were dedicated. You were everything they told you to be. And yet, nothing changed. Look at yourself. Really look. 3 months in. Same arms. Same chest. Same reflection staring back at you with the same questions. Why isn't it working? What am I doing wrong? Is this even worth it? That silence after those questions, that is the most dangerous place in fitness. Because most people stop there. They quit. They walk away and tell themselves they just weren't built for it, but you're still here. And that means something. Here's the truth nobody told you. The truth that gyms don't teach. The truth that influencers skip over. The truth buried under a mountain of noise and false promises. Your workout is not where muscle is built. Read that again. Your workout is not where muscle is built. Every rep you've ever done, every set you've ever grinded through, every drop of sweat that hit that floor was not building muscle. It was destroying it. Microscopic tears, cellular damage, a body pushed to its limit and left to recover. The gym is just the trigger. Your body is the factory. And if the factory never runs, no amount of triggering will produce anything. So the question isn't how hard you train. The question is, are you actually recovering? Think about what you ate yesterday. Really think, some eggs in the morning, a normal lunch, whatever the family made for dinner. You call that eating healthy. Your muscles call it starvation. 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight every single day. That's not a suggestion. That's the minimum the science demands. If you weigh 75 kilograms, you need at least 120 grams. Ideally closer to 160. The gap between what you're eating and what your body needs, that gap is your missing results. Your muscles aren't stubborn. They're not broken. They're not betraying you. They are starving. And you can't build a wall with no bricks. You cannot build a body with no protein. It is that simple. It is that brutal. It is that fixable. Now let's talk about the thing you already know, but refuse to take seriously. Sleep. Not rest. Not relaxation. Not 6 hours of half-conscious scrolling. Sleep. The kind where your body shuts everything down and rebuilds from the inside out. While you sleep, your growth hormone floods your system. Not a little. The majority of your daily output happens in those deep, dark, quiet hours. That hormone is the signal, the repair order sent to every damaged muscle fiber. The instruction that says, rebuild, stronger than before. But you're sleeping 6 hours. And those 2 missing hours aren't just rest you're skipping. You're cutting your growth hormone output. You're spiking your cortisol. You're reducing protein synthesis. The University of Chicago proved it. Sleep restriction reduced muscle gains by 60%. 60. You could be training perfectly, eating perfectly, and still losing more than half your potential because you won't put down your phone and close your eyes. 7 to 9 hours. Every night. Non-negotiable. Your pillow is as important as your weights. And right now, you're not treating it that way. There's one more enemy, and it's invisible. You can't see it. You can't feel it attacking. But it's there, working against you every single day. Cortisol, your body's stress hormone. Useful in small doses. Lethal in large ones. Chronic stress from work, from relationships, from money, from poor sleep, turns cortisol into a weapon pointed directly at your muscle tissue. It breaks you down. It locks your fat in place. It tells your body, survival first, growth never. And you cannot outtrain a stressed nervous system. No program is strong enough. No intensity is high enough. You fix the stress, or the stress fixes you. The solution isn't complicated. Sleep more. Eat enough. Find 15 minutes of stillness. Walk outside. Breathe. These aren't soft suggestions for weak people. These are direct interventions in your hormonal environment. And your hormonal environment decides everything. Now we go inside the gym, because there's one thing in there that almost everyone gets wrong. Progressive overload. Your body adapts to stress. That's the entire mechanism. You apply something new, something harder than before, and your body has no choice but to grow. But most people find a comfortable workout and repeat it. Same weight, same reps, same difficulty, for months. And the body, the most efficient machine ever created, looks at that familiar stress and says, I already know this. No adaptation required. Nothing changes because nothing new was demanded. The fix is brutally simple. Every single week, your workout needs to be slightly harder than last week. 1 more rep, a little more resistance, a harder variation. 10 push-ups this week, 12 next week, 14 the week after. When you hit 14 with perfect form, you don't celebrate. You upgrade. Diamond push-ups, archer push-ups, weighted push-ups. This is the engine. Without it, everything else is just maintenance. So why aren't your muscles growing? Not because of your genetics. not because of your program. Not because the universe is against you. Your muscles aren't growing because the factory isn't running. You're not feeding it the raw materials. You're not giving it time to build. You're flooding it with stress hormones. And inside the gym, you're demanding nothing new. Fix those 4 things. In that order, with patience, with consistency, with the same dedication you brought to that gym when nobody else showed up. And your body will have no choice. It will change. It will grow. It will become what you have been working towards since the day you started. The workout was never the problem. It was just the easiest thing to blame. Now you know better. Now you build smarter. Welcome to Atlas Prime, where science builds what effort alone cannot. Subscribe. The next video will show you exactly how to hit your protein target every day, without supplements, without complications. Don't miss it. You came here looking for the answer. You found it. Now go use it. Because information without action is just entertainment. And you didn't come here to be entertained. You came here to change. So change. Start tonight, not Monday. Not next month. Tonight, sleep 8 hours. Tomorrow, hit your protein. This week, add 1 more rep. That's it. That's the entire system. Simple enough to start. Powerful enough to transform. The version of you that's staring at unchanged arms in 3 months. That version ends today. The version of you that understands the factory, that version starts right now. You already have the gym. You already have the work ethic. Now you have the knowledge. There are no more excuses. There is no more confusion. There is only the work done correctly for the first time. Most people will watch this and nod. They'll say, yeah, that makes sense. And then they'll go back to doing exactly what they were doing before. Don't be most people. Be the 1% who actually changes something tonight. 1 habit, 1 decision, 1 hour earlier in bed. That's where transformation starts. Not in some magical program, not in some expensive supplement, in the boring, unglamorous, invisible work that happens when nobody's watching. The sleep nobody sees, the meal prep nobody photographs, the extra rep nobody counts. That's where real athletes are made. That's where your new body is waiting. You've been working hard enough. Now it's time to work smart. Hard work without strategy is just suffering. Hard work with strategy is transformation. You now have the strategy. The rest is on you. And I know you're ready. Because you're still here. You didn't skip to the end. You didn't bail when it got technical. You stayed. That's the mindset that builds bodies. That's the mindset that changes lives. Not motivation, and because motivation fades. Not inspiration, because inspiration is cheap. Discipline. The quiet, relentless, boring discipline to show up again tomorrow. And the day after, and the week after, and the month after, until the mirror finally shows you what you've been building in the dark. It will happen. Not because you wished for it, not because you deserved it, but because you refused to stop. The factory is running now. The bricks are being laid. The growth hormone is being released. The cortisol is dropping. The progressive overload is stacking. Everything is finally working together. This is what it feels like when the system works. Hold on to this feeling, because the days will come when you want to quit again, when the mirror lies to you again, when progress feels invisible again. On those days, come back to this. Remember what you learned. Remember the factory, remember the bricks, remember that the work is never wasted. It's just waiting to be seen. Every rep is a deposit. Every gram of protein is a brick. Every hour of sleep is a construction shift. The building is going up. You just can't see it yet, but it's there. It's always been there, waiting for the day you stop doing everything wrong and start doing everything right. That day is today. Own it. Protein, check. Sleep, check. Stress under control, check. You now have a system. Not a hope, not a wish, a system. Systems don't fail when you follow them. Systems don't care about your feelings. Systems don't take days off. You follow the system. The system delivers the results. It's not complicated. It was never complicated. It was just hidden behind bad information and easy excuses. The excuses are gone now. The information is yours. What you do with it, that's the only question left. This channel exists for one reason. To give you the science your body needs to become what your effort deserves. No hype, no shortcuts, no nonsense, just the truth, delivered clearly so you can finally start building the body you've been chasing. Subscribe if you want more of that, because every video we make is built on the same foundation. Science over noise, results over aesthetics, truth over comfort. That's Atlas Prime. That's what you signed up for. Now go build something. The factory is open.